So you guys ready to see what is probably the best intro to a Naruto game ever? I mean, really, you're probably gonna enjoy this a little bit. But before that, we have like 1.5 million things to go through. D3, what the hell happened to you guys? It's me, I know what the hell you guys are doing. Showing job, I know what the hell you guys are doing. Shh, starting. Holy shit, that was good. Oh my god. You know you've succeeded in making a good Naruto song when you can successfully combine the instruments they use in the show with sick guitar riffs like they. What's up, dudes? Welcome to Let's Play Naruto Classic Ninja 2, what is still probably my favorite Naruto game of all time, right now. Usually tied with, like, Rev 2 for my favorite, but nah, after getting this again. Like I said, if it was 8, this is still my favorite. Anyway, so for today I'm going to be going through the entire story mode, but just so you know, this is both one of the best and worst Naruto story modes you can find because it's good because the difficulty and number of rounds actually translates to the story mode and you can actually adjust the difficulty. It's bad because it's, well, it's not even, Revolution 1 was like slideshow incarnate. This game is like barely, you could be reading us on Notepad and probably work better. Alright, let's get the show on the road. I was thinking about doing this on difficulty 3, but some of the matchups later down, you have to use like Hinata and Sakura, and Hinata herself is low tier but pretty good. Sakura's completely useless as always, so I was just like, I'll keep on 2 just for simplicity's sake, and I'm not like dragging my heels too much. Anyway, so the story mode here basically chugs from when Naruto graduates the academy to a rough translation of the Chunin exams arc. I say very rough. It's like outlines some of the stuff, but of course it's more left up to your imagination because of how it plays out. And yes, the entire story mode does in fact look like this, so you guys are in for a treat. This is some top quality animation. Oh yeah. Although I hear that I seen that Class Ninja 1 kind of just uses cutouts from the show, so I can't tell what's worse, the drawn shit here or the cutouts in the first game. At least it's alright for what it is. There's no bullshit. There's not like Revolution 3 where enemies have super armor. There's no crazy like guard crashes. This game is just pure 3D fighting game goodness, and it's amazing. Anyway, Naruto himself stays pretty much the same. He still got some really good steps. He's like can step right into his special via down B, A, B, X. Very good stuff, and it's actually pretty damaging for what it is. Alright, I remember this is actually a launcher now, which is pretty dope. And his back B, which soaks up a lot of attacks, and it's kind of your sponge. It's actually a launcher next to the wall, so be sure to take full advantage of that if you can. It's also safe on block unless they're at the wall. So yeah, good shit. Don't worry, Iruka is not really a good character, so you can just take your time with him. Nah, I completely dropped that. Hang on, let me get back it up in this grill. Up A. Ah! Damn it, Wall, you screwed up my combo again. Alright, I should probably start listing down some of the differences between Revolution games and this one. Revolution introduced like stage transitions. It had a guard meter, so whenever you attack enough times, your guard will eventually break. It had more chip damage, and some other stuff that really sets it apart from Flash Ninja 2. Look, Ninja 2 though is still, I think, superior because the guard meter is okay, but against some certain characters, you're fucked. Orochimaru comes to mind. And some of the stage transitions, I think, are dynamic and stuff, but I don't think they're necessary to make a good fighting game and make it deep. Anyway, so we just got through beating up Iruka, and now it's time to go ahead and beat the shit out of Special Sauce. That didn't take long. Second fight is me beating the shit out of Special Sauce. I enjoy this. Man, after playing some Shippuden games so much, it's nice to go back and see Sasuke when he was actually not so much of a dickhole. When he wasn't so much an idiot, he was just kind of like that brooding bastard who just hated life in general. I kind of prefer the brooding life in general a bit over just being a giant dunce. But yeah, the olden days, huh? Well, that didn't take very long. Also, the stages in this game look fucking amazing for a GameCube game. I think this came out originally like 2002, 2003, but since the Naruto show didn't start getting translated until like 2005, 2006, and was airing on Toonami, that's when the games were brought over, and this came out like, this takes stage out 2006, which even by 2006 GameCube game, this looks pretty solid. Here we go. By the way, if you want to rack up a really good score in arcade mode, just do this strategy and you'll be there in no time. That didn't take much. Again, I'd totally be doing this on a higher difficulty, except that, well, I had to go back and readjust the difficulty because, like, the Hinata and Neji fight is ridiculous because Neji's AI on level 3 is like the stuff of legends. Not so much with Naruto, but with Hinata, who lacks some really good poking tools. It's just like, ugh, I don't like this match. Anyway. I swore I was gonna sponge that. Here we go. Yeah, down B, A, B, X is very good for special because the string itself is safe on block. The first hit crushes moves, which if you don't know what crush means, it means when you throw it out and your opponent's jabbing, it'll duck right underneath the opponent, or and it'll connect for damage. It's very good just for beating out attacks and being someone who's being too offensive. Meanwhile, just as Naruto is getting comfortable with the game, suddenly a bitch face comes in. It didn't take long. Yes, this was back when the Naruto plot was simultaneously better, but it was also written worse because of the characters. I know the characters here are annoying, and they of course act like 10-year-olds, but then again, they are 10-year-olds. They are basically 12-year-olds. So, what do you expect? You're not gonna expect genius running out of a 12-year-old boy who is trying to punch everything in the face. Yeah, frankly, that'd be my reaction to soccer all the time. Like, no, I don't want to touch that. All right. Let's see. Come over here. Yeah, Sakura is also low tier as shit too. Big surprise there. Frankly, the fight between her and Ino at the tuner exam was not worth it, so I was like, yeah. Ah, shit, hang on. Bam! Yep, launches at walls. Toss her up in the air. Wonder if I can do this. Got it! Yep, you can combo that, although I just blew my entire meter, but since it is Sakura we're talking about, I could probably still get perfect on her anyway. Let's see. Ow. I just got hop kicked. Alright. These stages themselves are also pretty dynamic too. You'll see like a little few nuances happen in the background. Like this stage you see that was his name. Grandson with the throw Kage. I can't remember his name because I don't really care that much. Whatever his face was, and Hinata's just like off in the background. I don't know if she's there if Naruto's not fighting. Oh Jesus! And this was what the first 26 episodes were like, ladies and gentlemen. Or at least between these characters. Good times. Very good times. the hell is going on?
Hey, Kakashi-sensei, what gives? What do you mean we're doing a survival exercise instead of a mission? What is this?
This exercise is the real graduation test. If you three can't team up, work together, and beat me, you're all going back to the academy.
Naruto, you better not get in my way.
Hey, Sasuke, that's my line.
Come on, you two. This isn't the time to be fighting.
Oh, this is the perfect time to be fighting.
I need to show Sasuke my best moves.
She has moves.
All right, let's get this started. Ready? Begin.
You know, frankly, Kakashi's face would be my face when dealing with these little punks. We got an evil brooding bastard, a hyperactive kid, and an annoying bitch. Great. Yeah. So you're gonna see three-on-one fights happen a couple of times in the story mode. Of course, all of them involving Team 7 in some way. I think the other ones are Orochimaru and Zabuza. That's just what comes to mind immediately, though. It's really easy depending on who you use. Like with Naruto, you can stay close in, but I recommend staying back and abusing his strong aim to attack if you can't do any good damage. Considering it is still the stuff of legends. Look at this. Full charge, blast them all across the stage. Does also do a considerable chip damage. He's also got down A, which is something clones. It can hit a lot. It got a lot of opponents. Although the AI is kind of rock stupid, so I recommend just staying in and doing a lot of damage. And of course, they compensate because being fought 3-on-1. Kakashi's stats are a little bit buffed, just a little bit. I like how the majority of my commentary for this is going to be 90% talking about the gameplay and 10% about the story. I'm not going to talk about much of the story because it's back at a simpler time in the Naruto series and I'm losing who I am very quickly right now. Oh my god, Sasuke landed that. I'm impressed. Move high crushes, but it doesn't really do anything much else. Ow. Yeah, only a couple of hits and Naruto's already down to like 40% health. Fuck. Ow. As long as you can juggle Kakashi without taking too much damage, you should be safe. But the thing is, Sakura's actually pretty damn effective in team battles because she's got some amazing projectiles. Let's see, juggle. Also, the cool thing about this, I don't know if it was in the later Revolution games because I don't remember it happening there. Whenever you land a counterattack from a substitution, you actually get them in a bound state, and then you can juggle afterwards. It's pretty good stuff, but again, I'm not sure if that ever happened in the later games or not. I'll have to go back and check. And this is why everyone hates the Naruto series.
I pray for the future.
Don't worry, Naruto's attitude like this is only going to be lasting as long as until he finds Jiraiya, and then it basically goes away. Then he actually becomes a decent character with decent dialogue. Then he becomes a really good character later on after the paint fight, but you know what I mean. That's all in the future, like a full 300 episodes away.
I don't really want to destroy you, but if you don't back down, I'll be forced to attack.
Well, this person's a man, by the way.
No way I'm backing down. I'm gonna be the #1 ninja in my village and carry on the Hokage name.
I just can't.
Call Naruto a fool, but you gotta admit he has balls. In the face of a hit and miss assassin, he's pretty bold.
I cannot allow you to stand in Zabuza's way.
Whose way?
You see, I have a dream to protect, just as I'm sure the rest of you do.
Although to be fair, the Zabuza arc is kind of what started to define Naruto as a character. Not really make him mature, but give him like a goal in life as to what he should be doing, and kind of give him his ninja way, of sorts. And yes, Haku is a man. I don't believe it either, but he's a man. Which frankly, I'm still calling bullshit on because I'm like, you look like a man, you have the choker call of a man, you speak like, no wait, you look like a girl, you have the choker, like the neck thing of a girl, you talk like a girl, the hair of a girl. I'm basically gonna call it a girl until I see proof otherwise. Anyway, Haku himself is pretty good. He's got some solid melee range attacks. Not really much else though. Flashy as hell super though, which you could probably imagine what it is. Like between Naruto and Sasuke, we have a solid enough offense to keep him on his toes. And I'm still calling Haku a man. What the hell? And that was you. Booyah! Ah! Told us it's 2 out of that. Yeah, whenever you're doing the multi-man fights, I highly recommend just keeping your eyes glued to your character and don't let it wander, otherwise you're gonna lose yourself very quickly in the action. Alright. The funny thing is, when you're doing multi-man fights, you can actually set up some pretty astounding round games with opponents. Like, if they're knocked down, if your support characters, like, well, not really support characters, the other dude on your team, it's kind of just throwing shit and not really minding their own business, you can use that to your advantage and get some free hits in. So if you know what you're doing and you can time your moves well, you can, like, shut down whatever they're doing. Let's see. Bam! Back B, Sub of Legends, especially on Naruto, it's got good range and it's actually a combo starter at walls. I know I talked about it before, but it's definitely one of his best maneuvers.